Tell me a little bit how you first got into dubbing. Do you recall how that first happened?
I would say the first thing was Ava Gardner in The Hucksters, I think. That was the first one that got me into it because I did that and she wasn't there. She had already recorded it, and they said it just didn't work, and so they brought me in to do it. And you're taken in and you know the song. They give you the song to learn. And once you know the song and what you can do with it, you walk in and meet the orchestra or whatever it is, and you sing it, and you never really see what the story is or what's going on or what's happening.
Well, here's a bit of you singing in The Hucksters.
Don't tell me, don't say you're mine, don't tell me, it's just a lie. Why whisper words I have never known, or speak your heart whenever we're alone? No, don't tell me. It isn't fair, for I'm foolish. I'll start to care.
Think that might have been the first dubbing track you recorded?
I don't. It just seems to me it was because I was, as I say, they told me that she had already recorded it, and it was very good, and I heard it, and it was good, But they said they wanted a more professional, because she was supposed to be an established singer in nightclubs, and so therefore, they thought it should be just a little bit better, and so they called me in, which I was lucky because then she became quite friendly, and from then on, when I have worked for her and with her, she was just thrilled, and she was a wonderful woman to work with.
Every dubber, I think, has one song that really is the highlight of their dubbing work. That is, really just perfect, and I'm going to play this for you now. This is you dubbing Ava Gardner, and this is a beautiful song that you sing from One Touch of Venus.
Speak low when you speak love. Our summer day withers away. Too soon, too soon. Speak low when you speak love. Our moment is swift, like ships adrift. We're swept apart too soon. Speak low, darling, speak low. Love is a spark lost in the dark. Too soon, too soon. I feel wherever I go that tomorrow is near, tomorrow is here, and always too soon. Time is so old and love so brief. Love is pure gold and time a thief. We're late, darling, we're late. The curtain descends, everything ends. Too soon, too soon. I wait, darling, I wait. Will you speak low? Will you speak low to me?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
I think that's my favorite recording of yours.
Is that Dick Haymes?
Dick Haymes, yep.
I don't remember ever singing with him. Oh, good. All of a sudden, I'm going to have a really great career. I'm going to say, wow, I was pretty good.
you were great.
She, Ava Gardner, became a very, very good friend of Ray's and mine. And,
really?
Just absolutely great, and when she used to come to the Palladium when we were singing with Les Brown, and she'd sit at a table back in the corner, and we'd sit and talk together. She was just so friendly and so great.
So during the making of the films, how closely did you guys work? Was she there when you were recording the song ever, or did you work together at all on how she wanted it sung, or?
No, she never. I know that. I know that she never. She always, because she complimented me on what I did with the lyrics, and she liked it. I'm going to say she probably came in and was in the control room, She never made any suggestions or what she wanted done.
The films you would dub people, did you and Ray go and see that film?
Yeah, I would always go see the movies, because I love movies.
And did you ever nudge the person next to you, say, that's me?
No. Unless it was Ray, and I'd say, hey, that was pretty good, huh? Did you like that?
Were you ever told not to tell anybody that you had done the dubbing because they wanted it kept secret?
No. Nobody ever said anything about it. I think I just automatically knew it, if the person can't do it and somebody's brought in to do it, that they don't want necessarily any big announcement that, well, I didn't sing that,
Right, exactly.
Well, that was the only thing I really got mad at her, though, when she did Showboat. No, yeah. Uh-huh. I couldn't do it because they wouldn't let me go from the hit parade. And so somebody else did it, And Ava always said, she didn't do as good, Eileen. I liked you better, I wish you could have done it for me. And so, which was really nice. And but when I heard it, I said, oh, the gal was terrible. Whoever it was, I don't know who it was. It
was Annette Warren, and
Annette Warren.
I never liked her.
It just didn't do a good job for Ava. I didn't think, I didn't like the quality at all of that that one, and I knew she didn't, But and then when a side story is that after all of this stuff and everything, I did some nightclub work. And I did a club in a fancy hotel in Florida. And the waitresses and the everybody in the place was going crazy. And they were saying, oh, Eileen, now you have to do really good tonight. You know who's over here? And I said, no, I have no idea. And it was Ava Gardner. And she was, at that time, she was going with a guy that dated a lot of gals and had a big estate in Florida or outside of Florida. I know the first guy she dated in Hollywood was Mickey Rooney, but this was not Mickey Rooney, huh? Yeah, she doesn't go with him well. No, this is a guy that's got a lot of money and dates all kinds of gals and lives, I think, has an island off of Florida.
Howard Hughes?
Wasn't he a kind of a Romeo? Yeah. And she was with him on his island, but she asked him she wanted to come over and hear my show. When she introduced me to him, and because after the show, I came up and talked to her, and we sat and talked for a while, and he just sat there completely bored with his feet up on the table, 2 feet, just relaxed in a chair, and we were just talking away like that. But it was just really great that she wanted to come over, and we had sat and talked afterwards, and the whole hotel was just thrilled to death, that she was there. Well, she came just because of you, everything. They didn't care about anything else. It was real exciting.
That was a real compliment, to have her fly in just to see you.
Yeah, for me, it was really great, too, But she just was the greatest little gal. No problems, no anywhere.
Another film that you dubbed was in 1956. You worked on The Best Things in Life Are Free, and you dubbed Cherie North. And here's a clip of you singing for Cherie North, along with Gordon MacRae Dan Daly, and Ernest Borgnine, all of whom sing for themselves. So let me play you this clip and
all right.
All right, here you go.
Take good care of yourself, you belong to me.
Be careful crossing streets.
Ooh,
Don't eat meat.
ooh,
Cut out sweets.
ooh. You'll get a pain and ruin your tum-tum. Stay away from bootleg hooch when you're on a spree. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me.
You actually recorded a number of songs with Gordon MacRae for that movie.
Oh, yes, I remember him, yes. But just the tune brings it all back, the story, and it was great. Who were the stars of Five Pennies?
That was Danny Kaye and Barbara Bel Geddes. Louis Armstrong?
Yeah. All of a sudden, when I went in that studio and to be working with Danny Kaye, because I knew him, met him at parties with Les. We met a lot of these people with parties at Les Brown's, when we were back there. And but working with him, I thought, oh, this is fantastic. This is going to be great. And then with this Louis Armstrong, I mean, I was just thrilled, because it was something I never thought I'd even meet him. And to have work with somebody that's that age and that, important, it was really great.
Well, let me play you a clip here, singing with Danny Kaye in the Five Pennies.
Okay.
And this is the Lullaby in Ragtime. Of course, it's Barbara Bel Geddes on screen, but it's your voice that we're hearing with Danny Kaye. So here's just a bit of this. All right.
The rhythm of the ripples on the side of the boat as you sail away. All your dreams will come true. High above the moon, you hear a silvery note as the Sandman takes your hand. So rock-a-bye, my baby, don't you cry, my baby. Sleepy time is nigh, won't you rock me to a ragtime lullaby?
That was really a beautiful job. I really enjoyed that job. But I think the first guitar player was there, and a professional, and from Hollywood, and a real great player. And it just didn't work. He wasn't anything. So the second one was the same idea. They didn't know. And when I had a job, I always listened to whoever was the conductor and who was the one that told me how to do it or what to do or what they wanted. And I would do it. That's it. And never have any problem. But this was a problem, and I thought, I know who can do it. And so I went up to the leader, and I said, I would like very much for you to mention a name, and you might try him. And I said, I don't usually tell anyone or ask anyone. I think it's not my business. My job is to just sing a song and do what I'm told. And so he said, okay. They tried him, and, of course, he was perfect. So he got the job and was there, and I felt real good about that.
Let's talk about, I don't know if you remember a woman named Jane Mansfield. She did a film called The Girl Can't Help It, and the whole point of the film is that her boyfriend wants to turn her into a singer, and she can't sing. And she's a terrible singer, right? Well, turns out at the end of the film, she's been lying for the whole film, and she actually can sing. And when she sings, guess who we hear singing?
Oh, really? Jane Mansfield.
So here's the song.
Every time you kiss me, I get warm inside. Every time you hold me, there's a storm inside. Every time it happens, it's oh so sublime, yes. Every time it happens, and it happens every time, every time.
a very pretty song. Now, see, to me, that whole song and that it has a Sinatra quality.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the smoothness and because that was my idol, and I tried to, imagine what he would do to something, and then I tried to copy it.
Now that you say that, I can really hear that you clearly, that was in the same style.
I tried to copy what Frank would have done to this song, and to be able to work with him. Oh my God, that was
must have been amazing.
That was it.
But the one I really want to see if we can jog your memory on is that story that's all over the internet. Rosalind Russell was signed to sing Gypsy. You were brought in to pre-record the songs for her. Rosalind heard your recordings and said, great voice, but it doesn't match. People will not believe it's me singing. And so she said, I want to sing it myself. So I'm going to play you a clip of Rosalind Russell singing this song herself.
Okay?
I had a dream, a wonderful dream, Papa, all about tuning the Orpheum circuit. Give me a chance and I know I can work it. I had a dream, just as real as can be, Papa. There I was in Mr. Orpheum's office, and he was saying to me, Rose.
And you can see why they couldn't use her voice.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, but now see, the tune sounds very familiar, and I was kind of trying to hum a little bit along with it, and it seems like I did sing it. I did sing something with those, because I was kind of going along with her to do it.
Yeah. Around the same time, I don't know if you remember or not, but you actually also sang with Marilyn Monroe.
With Marilyn Monroe?
Well, what happened is that after she died, they wanted to release some of her songs on an album, and they could not get the rights to include Jane Russell. So you went into the studio, and from Gentlemen Preferred Blondes, they played Marilyn Monroe's track in your ear, and you replaced Jane Russell, who sang in the film, and you sang
something that kind
Marilyn's. Well, here, I'll play a clip for you, and this is Marilyn after she's dead, so you're singing with the ghost of Marilyn Monroe, and you're trying to sound like Jane Russell. You're trying to sound a lot tougher than you normally sing, and this is you and Marilyn Monroe singing together.
The one who broke my heart,
The one who broke my heart,
the one who broke my heart in Little Rock, Little Rock. I'm just a little girl from Little Rock. A horse used to be my closest pal. Though I never did learn to read or write, I learned about love in the pale moonlight, and now I'm an educated gal.
Oh, now I remember the song. But, Yeah, but now that's interesting.
So, and that's all over the web. Everybody knows that. Everyone says this is not Jane Russell. It's Eileen Wilson.
Really?
Singing. Yeah.
I didn't do a good job, huh?
Well, no, you did a great job, but I think at the back of the album, I think they had to credit you. So I think that.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
because it's a different quality that I know that I used on that. But that was really interesting. No, I remember the tune.
And there's another interesting song here. I don't know if you remember the film called Valley of the Dolls. And it was supposed to star Judy Garland. And Judy came on and left the picture after just a couple of days. So they replaced her with Susan Hayward. Now, in the film, Susan Hayward was dubbed by someone you probably know, Margaret Whiting, great singer.
Margaret Whiting, yes.
Era too. But once again, on the soundtrack album, they had a rights problem, and Margaret Whiting could not appear on the soundtrack album, the LP.
Oh, yeah.
So you came in and recorded the album instead.
Oh, my gosh.
And here's the song from that movie.
Come tomorrow, all that I see is my tree. Oh, Lord, what let someone stop me, and I will put up a fight. In my yard, so I will try hard to welcome friends I have yet to know. Oh, I'll plant my own tree, and I'll make it grow.
Wow. No, I remember that song.
And that was written by Andre Previn.
Oh, my gosh. I know him. I mean, I knew him.
But I think it's great that we go from Judy Garland to Susan Hayward to Margaret Whiting to Eileen Wilson is the one who appears.
Just shove her in, she'll do it. Well, that's what I enjoyed doing, if I could do it, and that was great. I mean, I was any job, anything that anybody wanted, I'll try it, sure. The agents I had a gal agent for a while that was really great in Hollywood, and she'd hear things and she said, "Well, go do it, Eileen, go do it. You can do that," and at 90 years old, if they take you back into all these things, that it's pretty exciting, and what you're interested in, that compliments me and makes me feel like I was worth something, maybe.
Oh, and very much so. In fact, there was a whole discussion about you on that board. Oh, yeah. I mean, she did this and she did that, and who knows anything more about her.
Really?
And somebody said, I think she's alive. Someone should try to get a hold of her, and I did. So
That's
you are
fantastic.
definitely not forgotten, and people are
listening to you and what you've played to me for tonight. I can see that it's fantastic, because that's a real compliment to me, and it makes me feel, as I say, that I was worth something.
Oh, hey, when you have a career, when you sing with Les Brown and Frank Sinatra and On Your Hit Parade, and you dub for Ava Gardner, that's a real career.
It is, and I knew I had a career, but I mean, to have it reinforced and to hear something, particularly that one song, my God, that's going to really just do for me. That's it. All the other was just great, and it was just beautiful, but that one song was something that sounded like something I did and wanted to do, and it was great. I don't really think I had a goal of like movies. I didn't think I was the right thing. I didn't think that maybe I couldn't act. I don't know about acting at that time, and so I'm thrilled with what I did. And now it's all coming out, which is great, because I get more people who come up and say, "Gee, you really sang good, Wow, I didn't," and they're all younger than I am. Well, it was certainly wonderful talking to you. I can't believe it, and it'll really make me happy for the next few years, because I'm shooting for 100.
Absolutely.
I'm going to make it, and thank you very much. And it was really a thrill for me, and I can't tell you how great it is.
It was a thrill for me too, hearing all these stories. When you
told me a whole thousands of years of my life that I don't remember.
Well, it's not quite thousands, but my mom.
Almost.
All right, Eileen, great talking to you.
Yes, talking to you too, Mark. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.